Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fleet Feet Huntsville-Madison YouTube channel, your go-to spot for in-depth shoe and gear reviews. I am Ben, and today we're taking a closer look at the all-new Saucony Triumph 23. If you're looking for a super cushion daily trainer that can handle everything from easy runs to marathon training, and even keep you happy on your feet for those long days at work, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Let's dive in. First, let's check out what's new with the Saucony Triumph version 23, and it gets a pretty serious upgrade this year. It comes in at about an ounce lighter than version 22, now running at 9.2 in a men's, roughly a men's size 10, and an 8.4 in a women's 8 or so. Still rocking that 37mm heel, 27mm forefoot for an overall 10mm drop. My favorite, this tweaked PWRRUN PB midsole foam, a little bit lighter, softer, springier, but still super protective and, as always, very responsive. Nice streamlined outsole. Overall, I think less rubber for more flexibility and saving some weight as well. And then an updated upper, that plush engineered mesh, almost like a knit feel, high padded heel collar for better lock-in, and a fully gusseted tongue on both sides. It's going to fit roomier than most Sauconys, but we still recommend fitting true to size, and it does come in wide to be available. Not too many downsides overall, just kind of at a glance here. The upper is super comfy. It runs a little bit thicker, so on super hot days, it may run warmer than some, but that's not a huge drawdown for me. Overall, I really love the sleekness, the look, and the redesign here of version 23 in the Triumph. Now, as far as the fitted comfort, the step-in feel is incredibly plush. That heel is going to lock in without rubbing. The tongue does not slide around. Again, it's gusseted in on both sides there. And that roomy toe box really does let your toes breathe. This is going to be great for long runs, marathon training, even ultra distance and foot swelling that happens at those distances. If you have a wide foot, I think you're especially going to appreciate this shoe. If your foot runs narrower, you might feel a little bit of that space, but I think the lockdown, especially here in the heel and the midfoot, is going to keep you very, very secure overall. The ride-in performance is exactly what you expect, especially if you're coming out of previous versions of the Triumph. That PWRRUN PB is going to be plush, very lively, soft underfoot, a lot of impact absorption, again, for easy runs or long runs. But here's the kicker. It is very bouncy. We mentioned that responsiveness. That PWRRUN PB full stack here returns a lot of energy. So you're not going to feel bogged down. You're not going to feel sluggish. You're not going to feel slow. And with most really responsive shoes, there tends to be a trade-off in terms of the stability. You're not going to find that here on the Triumph. This shoe feels very stable, even for a high stack trainer. And the new outsole flexes very naturally, giving you a very smooth transition. One of my favorite things here, that smoother traction pattern on the lateral heel, which is where that main area of impact is going to be. Wider traction patterns in the lower impact areas, and then coming through that big toe area in the forefoot, we go back to that smoother traction pattern, keeping the entire geometry and feel of the shoe very, very smooth and very easy overall. This is going to be excellent for easy miles, recovery days, long runs, even just bumming around town and you want a super comfy shoe. Check this out. A lot of shoes are doing this. I mentioned this in many, many videos, but this articulated or flared heel collar here, you don't sacrifice any of the lockdown or security in the heel, but it pulls away from the Achilles rather than having that formed rear heel collar here, giving you just additional comfort and a nice, easy slip-in feel right into the shoe. And hey, if you want to go fast, the Triumph 23 can handle pickups. It's not necessarily a speed demon. That's when you want to go for something like an Endorphin Trainer or the Endorphin Speed 5, which is rolling out here very, very soon. Now let's compare the Triumph to a previous version and then maybe some other competitors. Versus 22, and I say that the 23 may actually feel more similar to version 19, which is a little bit of a throwback to the longtime Triumph lovers out there. But versus version 22, the 23 is going to be lighter and softer overall. It's going to flex a little bit better at your toe off, right? It's a pretty warm, like I said, it's not the lightest weight upper, But the heel fit and comfort, I think, are improved overall. And if you love the 22, I think you're really, really, really going to appreciate the 23 here. Now, compared to something, say, like the Brooks Glycerin, both are super cushioned, 10 millimeter drop. The 23 is definitely going to be more responsive than the Glycerin. Glycerin, you're going to go if you really want that cushioned feel. It's going to be slightly heavier. Glycerin to me is a little bit more stable. It's more like a high-end car, luxury car. If you want max steadiness and plushness, the Glycerin is great. But if you want lighter and springier in a high cushion shoe, definitely go for the Triumph here. Let's say compared to like the ASICS Gel-Nimbus. That Nimbus is definitely going to be taller. It has a taller stack, 41.5 millimeter versus the 37 in the Triumph here. But the Nimbus is going to feel much more like a marshmallow. It's going to be that very super soft plush feel. A little bit heavier than the Triumph 23 as well, noticeably so. That Nimbus is pure plush for your recovery runs or daily wear. The Triumph is going to feel way more energetic and a lot more versatile. And I'd be remiss if I didn't get out of this video without comparing it to a Hoka, say a Bondi or a Clifton. Something like a Clifton is going to be lighter, probably a bit firmer, and have a 5 millimeter drop. That's going to have, no, new Clifton has an 8 millimeter drop, excuse me, but that classic Hoka rocker shape. Clifton's going to roll you forward. Triumph is more of that traditional bounce and roll geometry. Clifton is a touch snugger. I like the roomier fit of the Triumph here, especially in that metatarsal box, in that toe box area. You can see it here on camera. So who is this for? If you're just wanting max comfort, soft, lively cushioning, and a shoe that can handle a lot of miles, Triumph 23 is going to be a winner for sure. It's perfect for beginners, marathoners, daily runners, anyone on their feet all day looking for a good work shoe. If you want a racing shoe or a firm minimalist feel, you may want to look elsewhere. And if you need stability, the Triumph is very stable for a neutral shoe, but it is not for severe overpronators. Overall, the Saucony Triumph 23 is a true workhorse. It's lighter, softer. It's just a lot more fun than ever. Great for piling on the miles or keeping your feet happy day to day. And if comfort is king, the Triumph 23 here absolutely delivers. Hey, if you want to know if the Triumph 23 is right for you, come see us at our Huntsville store here in Jones Valley or our Madison store out on Hughes Road. We will take you through that streamlined fit ID process to make sure we get the right shoe and the right fit for you. Thank you as always for tuning in to the Fleet Feet Huntsville-Madison YouTube channel. If you like this review, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already for more honest gear breakdowns, and drop your thoughts below. Have you run in the Triumph 23? Would you run in it? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. We'll catch you next time. And as always, running changes everything.